Microsoft is finally bringing back the good old IntelliMouse again. What's new is a blue track sensor as well as a few other cool new updates, but is it any good though? And more importantly, could it be a serious choice for the competitor gamer? Let's find out. Welcome back my friends, Robin here on Chips Media, bringing the best tips and tutorials for gaming. On this channel you'll find PC components, tech gadgets and console accessories, as well as gaming reviews, so if you are interested in that, consider subscribing. In this video we're taking a greater look at the Microsoft Classic IntelliMouse. With that said, let's get started. Now, once upon a time Microsoft were one of the most popular choices among the professional gamers thanks to the IntelliMouse Explorer, an old series of mice that happened to be so well made for gamers thanks to the superior sensor as well as the fantastic design. Now, although the mouse became popular in the office room, it became even bigger for the gamers. Though this wasn't something that Microsoft were expecting, as it seemed, since the mouse was never targeted towards the gamer but the regular office user. That was whoever a long time ago. Now Microsoft have brought it back to life with the new IntelliMouse Classic. Question is, does it suck or will it be as glorious as its predecessor? Now it needs to be pointed out that Microsoft hasn't targeted this mouse towards us gamers this time either, but for the office work. I did an unboxing of the mouse a little while ago, and if you guys haven't seen that video, I recommend you guys to go back and watch that first and then come back. In this review I'm going to compare the Classic IntelliMouse with the Razer Deathadder Chroma, because having a fairly popular gaming mouse to compare it against would not just make it a better video to watch, it would also give you guys some sort of reference. Anyway, my first impression of the mouse was great, a simple but high quality feel altogether. Looking at the buttons, there's 5 in total. The front are arm-on switches and needs right about 75 grams of force to be activated. In the middle we'll find a scroll wheel which needs a little bit more force than what I'm used to on the Deathadder. I would best describe it as good feedback without being slow, and every step of the wheel is very clear. And the scroll wheel as well as the side buttons are Calith switches, and these are absolutely great. They're fast and snappy, and it has that tactile click which is pretty satisfying. At the back of the mouse there's a clear white LED that activates when the sensor detects the surface and dims down when it's lifted. It weighs in at about 105 grams. Now when it comes to the size, the Classic Intelli measures 132mm in length and 43mm in height. Cable is unfortunately not braided, which would have been a nice add, but it's fairly long, so that's good at least. Furthermore, to customize the Classic IntelliMouse, a software called Microsoft Mouse and Keyboard Center are needed, which I would best describe as clean with clear divisions of functions, but at the same time pretty downscaled. You can set your DPI as well as change basic functionality between buttons, but there is no option to change angle snapping, lift off, pulling rates, or to manage the white LED on the back. It's a little disappointing, but I'm still smiling guys. So far so good. good but everything isn't bells and whistles. However, Microsoft decided to go with a sensor made by PixArt. I decided to leave the full name in the video if you guys want to look it up. It's a blue track sensor, and this sensor is what makes this a deal breaker. Although Microsoft's own blue track technology sounds pretty good on paper, because being able to use the mouse on surfaces like glass for example is pretty cool, but it's not a sensor I would recommend for a gamer. In fact, for the competitor gamer it's pretty terrible. To demonstrate this, I've decided to fire up CSGO, and I'm going to compare the Microsoft Classic IntelliMouse with the Razer Deathadder Chroma. I did 2 rounds of testing at total. The first round I set the DPI to 400, and then on the second round I set the DPI to 800. Kicking this rather simple testing off with the IntelliMouse, you should be able to tell pretty quickly what sort of issue I'm having. I think you would describe this as flick shots, where whenever you make a fast movement, the crosshair either falls up in the air or falls down to the floor. For slower movements, the problem is less noticeable, but it's still there. Now jumping over to the Razer Deathadder, same 400 DPI. Now the issues are gone. As I mentioned, I decided to play around on 800 DPI as well, and the problems remains on the Classic IntelliMouse. Again, nothing on the Razer Deathadder. It seems like the sensor just isn't fast enough to track the fast movement. I don't know if this is something Microsoft are able to fix with a simple update, or if it's a hardware issue, but for gaming there's definitely better options out there for casual gaming sessions and, let's say, Minesweeper, as well as some photoshopping and perhaps some surfing. It's great, but unfortunately it's not enough for me to recommend it to anyone. A different sensor, let's say the 3310, would have been a complete home run, guys. But you know what, I am going to keep dreaming. Question, guys, what do you think about the Microsoft Classic IntelliMouse? And also, have you had a chance to try the blue track sensor? Share your thoughts down in the comments. Now on this channel I cover a variety of gaming related peripherals, tech, console and PC components such as headsets, headphones, mics, monitors and so on. Recently I listed the best budget gaming mice as well as the best mechanical gaming keyboards. Link to those videos can be found down below. With that said, who am I to talk about this? Well, first off, I've been a gamer since I can remember. I'm a tech yankee, and I also worked in the gaming peripheral scene in the past. I also built an overclock computer for 12 years. Now there is a ton of videos just around the corner for you guys if you're looking for the best budget monitor, headset, keyboard, headphones, mousepad and more. Consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to tap the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any uploads on my end. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Robin on Chips Media. Until next time, guys, have an awesome day. Alright, bye.